Hey guys, I'm Molly. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, which you probably are because I'm pretty new to YouTube, I am 23 years old, originally from Texas, but now I live up in New York. I've lived here for the past 5 years while I got my degree in marketing, and I just graduated with the class of 2020. And I am starting my post-grad life here in New York. Yeah, I make YouTube videos for you, so there's that. It feels so weird. Like, I honestly feel like awkward, like I don't know what to do in front of a camera because I haven't recorded a sit-down video in weeks at this point because I post one video every Monday at the start of the week, and I have been renovating my new apartment and recording like moving vlogs and apartment renovation vlogs and stuff like that. So I really haven't sat down to do a sit-down video in like 3 or 4 weeks, which is crazy. So I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. This is gonna be 10 things I no longer buy or own. So without further ado, let's get into the video. First thing that I no longer buy or own, or I guess spend money on, is getting my eyebrows done. This one has actually been like a long time. I don't think I've gotten my eyebrows done by like a professional since high school. And do they look perfect all the time? No, absolutely not. But I save a lot of money, and honestly, like, I just keep them like plucked on my own and it does the trick. Like, I don't really think that my eyebrows require a lot of shaping or anything like that. So yeah, that's just not something that I am purchasing these days, is getting my eyebrows done. Number 2 is dryer sheets. And I am a firm believer in dryer sheets, or something that can help soften your clothes while they tumble and get the static out and all of that good stuff. But I have actually switched to wool dryer balls, mainly because they're better for the environment. If you know me, you know I'm really into sustainability and doing everything I can for the environment, and you'll kind of notice that as a theme throughout a bunch of the things I'm gonna tell you about today. But dryer sheets are just bad for the environment, and wool dryer balls are totally reusable. Every single load, I just throw them in. They just like never go bad. You never have to throw them out or anything like that. I mean, I haven't had to throw mine out yet, and I've been using them for months. So I love those. So no more dryer sheets. Number 3 is disposable plates, napkins, straws, cutlery, etc. I don't keep anything like that in my apartment. I do not keep plastic cutlery around. I don't keep like paper plates or plastic plates or like disposable, like those like party napkins. I have paper towels, but I don't ever have like those little like folded decorative like throw out napkins. That's just not something I'm spending money on these days, not something I'm keeping around these days. Again, just because I want to help the environment as much as I can, and I think that I'll just do dishes and that would be fine, or I'll just do laundry and use reusable napkins or things like that. I know that it can be a little challenging to not bring plastic cutlery if you're bringing your lunch to, say, work or school or anything like that. So what I did to kind of give myself a portable option for cutlery is I got these bamboo travel sets, like bamboo cutlery travel sets. I got them from Amazon. It was like less than $15. I can link them down below if you guys would like. But I find those to be a really great option. I just keep one in my bag. Whenever one set is dirty, I just throw it in my sink and wash it, and I put the other set in my bag. So it comes with a set of 2. It's really convenient, and I have found that to be a really great way to yeah, not buy or own plastic cutlery. Number 4 is plastic bags. I know everybody is on the reusable bag train at this point, and if you're not, where you been? But I do not have a single plastic bag in my apartment. I don't remember the last time I used a plastic bag. Plastic bags are actually banned in my state. In New York State, plastic bags were banned back in March or something like that. So woohoo, go New York. I have, even just for the past few years, just kept a reusable bag in my car and just bring it with me whenever I go grocery shopping or go to the store for any reason. Just grab your reusable bag. I think it's way better than keeping the cluttered mess of plastic bags around, because you only need a few reusable bags. And yeah, so reusable bags, no more plastic bags. I no longer buy or use or own plastic disposable grocery bags. Number 5 is designer bags and clothing. So when I was younger, I was really into designer bags. I loved Louis Vuitton bags specifically, and I definitely owned a couple. I still own them. I would never like get rid of them or anything, but I have just found that at this phase of life as a new college grad, I don't think that that is the most responsible thing to spend my money on. I would rather put my money towards, savings and investing for my future and preparing for home ownership and marriage and things like that I'm looking forward to in the next phase of life. And I feel that that's just really not where I want to be putting my money. And who knows, in the future, if I'm really into, buying more designer bags or clothing in the future and it's financially responsible for me to do so, then there's definitely no problem with doing that. But as for this phase of life, I am no longer buying designer bags or clothing. I'll stick to my thrift store goodies and I will love them. So kind of going along with that, number 6 is expensive or trendy makeup. I used to be so into makeup. I used to be so into doing cool, crazy makeup looks. And if that is something that you're into and you're passionate about and that's like something you love, 100% you should invest in that thing. But for me, it's just not something that I'm as interested in as I used to be. And so I'm no longer buying, all of the new Morphe palettes and all of the new Jeffree Star palettes. And I definitely used to be one of those gals. I just loved that stuff. And I think it's totally fine to buy it if you do love that stuff. But just for me right now, that's just not my interest. That's not where my hobbies are lying these days. I am definitely more into like skincare at this point and rocking my fresh face, as you can see. So I've become like a no makeup gal, and so I'm not really investing in expensive or trendy makeup products anymore. I just like to stick to my few staples. Usually they're from the drugstore because I think that the drugstore has really amazing options. Number 7, I think we're on number 7, but I could be wrong, is subscription boxes / services. And with this, I don't mean like Netflix, Hulu. I definitely do still have my Netflix, my Hulu, all that good stuff, because I think that it's cheaper than cable and that's the shows I'm interested in. So why not? I'm basically saving money by using them. But I'm talking about like BoxyCharm, Ipsy, BarkBox for my dog, things like that. I've just decided that I see the appeal of those things, and I think it's so fun to get like a little present to yourself every month from yourself. But honestly, I just feel like I can see how that would clutter your life pretty quickly if you were getting one every single month. And for me, I don't like clutter. I don't like having useless things around that I'm not gonna use, but I also don't like to be wasteful and not use the things that I'm buying. So I could definitely see that not being the most beneficial thing for me to subscribe to. So I don't buy or own those things. Number 8 is makeup wipes. I have totally switched over to a balm cleanser, like a balm or oil cleanser for my face whenever I am wearing makeup and I need to remove it. And it has totally changed the game for me. First of all, I find it works so much better than makeup wipes. Second of all, makeup wipes are not great for your skin because they can be really drying and really irritating. And number two, they're not great for the environment because it's super wasteful. So I've switched to this Versed Balm makeup remover situation. I personally love it. I find it to be super effective, and I have really, really, really dry skin. Like the Sahara Desert is on my face, and I was really finding when I was using makeup wipes that I was super dry, even when I would use like all the moisturizer I could possibly pack on. And I switched to this balm remover stuff from Versed, and I have noticed that my skin feels a lot less dry after wearing makeup. So I think that like those Neutrogena makeup wipes were really, really drying out my skin. So I'm really happy I made this switch because it's been good for my skin and good for the environment. So no more makeup wipes. Number 9 is pads and tampons. And I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, what are you doing if you're not using pads and tampons, girl? That's weird. Well, I have totally switched to a period cup. I switched to a period cup, I want to say like 3 years ago, and I have not bought a single pad or tampon since then. Pads and tampons can be really, really bad for the environment because obviously they build up in landfills. They have to go somewhere. Like they don't just disappear when you get rid of them, dispose of them. So yeah, they can be really, really destructive for our environment. In addition, tampons can be really, really bad because they're full of chemicals and pesticides. They bleach the cotton, like all of this stuff that's being literally put in you. Like that's scary. Like I'm sorry, but that's really scary to me that there could be like chemicals and like all kinds of crazy stuff on that, and they're not required by the FDA to put an ingredient list or put what chemicals they've been sprayed with, like the cotton that they're procuring. And that's just really, really scary to me. I like to know what's going into my body, and after doing my research, I just no longer felt comfortable using pads and tampons. So a period cup was a really, really great option for me. I personally use the Diva cup, but I think that it does take some trial and error to find the one that works for you because everybody's body is different. So if it's within your means, I totally recommend it. But for me, no more pads and tampons. We use period cups over here. And number 10, last but certainly not least, probably my favorite on this list, is I am no longer buying new or expensive furniture. When I moved into this apartment, I set a goal for myself that I wanted to try and furnish this place and decorate this place totally secondhand. And I did that. I achieved the goal. I'm so proud of how my apartment turned out, and if you're interested in seeing all the pieces that I bought for the place and everything like that, you can look at my past 3 videos of my apartment makeover series, and I'm also going to be posting a full apartment tour very, very soon once we finish off just the last couple of details. But I set a goal for myself when I moved into this place that I wanted to buy everything secondhand, and I achieved that goal. And the 2 places that I really, really depended on were number 1, Facebook Marketplace. If you are looking to furnish a new apartment or a new home or looking for really anything, I strongly encourage you to go check out Facebook Marketplace before going to a store and buying it firsthand. I think that giving items a second life is a really, really awesome thing to do. And yeah, you can find some really awesome pieces. I'm gonna insert a photo or a little bit of like B-roll of one of my favorite pieces that I was able to get off of Facebook Marketplace. I turned it into a cute little coffee bar, but it's an antique buffet. I got it for $40. It's so beautiful. It offers so much storage, and my kitchen is quite small, so I needed the storage, and it's just so cute. So I'm really thankful I found it. Literally all the other furniture in my apartment is secondhand. My couch is from Facebook Marketplace. I also got a lot of stuff from local thrift stores. So if you're in the Nassau County, New York area, I went to My Unique in Westbury and American Thrift in Baldwin, New York. Both places have amazing selections for decor and furniture and all that good stuff. Literally every single piece I bought was from one of those three places, and I'm so proud of how this place turned out. So I am no longer buying new or expensive furniture because I know that you can get some really, really, really beautiful pieces, good, solid pieces for a bargain at your local thrift store or your local Facebook Marketplace seller. I think that my apartment is actually furnished with better quality furniture than I could have ever afforded on my own. Even if I was furnishing an apartment like brand new with all new stuff, I just don't think that I would have gotten this quality of stuff, because most of the things that I got are beautiful antiques that are solid wood, beautifully made, and there's just nothing else like them in the world. You know how they say like, oh, they don't make them like that anymore, but like they really don't. Like so many antique pieces or furniture, they just don't make them like that anymore. So I'm really, really thankful to have these pieces now and get to give them a second home and love on them. And yeah. What do you no longer buy your own? She's like, I don't want you to buy me that dry dog food, only wet dog food, Mom. Thank you so much for watching this video, for coming to my channel and supporting me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comments, all that stuff. We love you. We appreciate you. Have a good one. Bye, guys. Say bye, guys.